back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're going to react to the probably most epic K-pop girl group collab I've seen to date, and that is Iconic by Mistake featuring LE SSERAFIM, ILLIT, and KATSEYE. But before hopping in, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music. Now I know each of these girl groups is all putting out new work. I know KATSEYE's got Wild coming out. I'm not as familiar with LE SSERAFIM or ILLIT and what they've got going on, but I know they've got stuff coming out. So I don't know if this is just a one-off collab that they all decided to do, I don't know, for good press, publicity, or whatever, but it has me intrigued because HYBE said, let's get those girls together in a room and see if we can make magic. Now, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews online. A lot of people are saying this was, like, not it, and some people are saying, like, it was iconic, hence the title. I don't know. I've seen a few teasers and visuals, like, coming my way, but other than that, I'm not quite sure what to expect with Iconic by Mistake. But I mean, we're going to be reacting to all 15 of these girlies in the music video and in the song today, so who knows? I am an icon, although icons, we are at a bit of murky water right now because the state of the group is quite interesting to look at with the whole Mano hiatus thing that maybe or may not is not a hiatus, it's an exodus, we don't know. And then with all of the girls and there's things that we're perceiving going on with them. And then with them just slightly putting out Saint Satine coming into their own this year, I don't know. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today because we've got a pretty major collab to look at. But like always, due to copyright, things like to be sped up or blurred out, and if you see me looking in this direction, it's because we have Genius pulled up so we know what we're talking about. And without further ado, let's press play on Iconic by Mistake.
Thank you for the comments, it's because of what you hate.
Okay, so this is a song that's addressed to the haters. Like any press, whether good or bad, is still good press. Now, I'm not familiar with the other two girl groups, but I do know I haven't seen KATSEYE go out yet. So, we're opening up with the chorus. Hating me is like all you do, breakfast to dinner, algorithm bulletproof, breaking your fingers. Thank you for the comments is because of all your hate. I am iconic by mistake. I am iconic by mistake. It's basically that all haters do and all these internet warriors do and all these trolls do is they spend their entire life like going out of their way to like hate on someone, and that's like what thrives them, breakfast to dinner. It's like essentially just like, you know, algorithm bulletproof, breaking your fingers. It's like, listen, I've curated my For You page. I know what I'm doing. Like, you're in fact never going to find me. Like, you know, that's what everyone's out there like telling you, like, you get to curate. Like, the algorithm itself curates to the things you like and the things you engage with. So if you're not liking the things you're seeing, like, you can block or not engage or not like with it. It's easiest to curate something is if you choose to ignore it and not fuel the fire. But basically it says the more you fuel these flames, the more the haters go out and comment and hashtag and, you know, everything. They're like, oh, you're making me iconic. Because whether you love me or hate me, now you're interested in what I'm doing. Then verse 1 is, engrave it on my tombstone, I survived the fame and I barely changed. Heart it, harder. Here, heart is like a verb, come heal it when where it hurts. Okay, so engrave it on my tombstone. It's basically like, you know, especially a lot of these girls are entering at a very young age, like, I survived the fame and I barely changed, like, which I will say that I feel like fame does change some people, and it does change people a lot, whether or not. But she's like, even when I die, they're going to be like, I survived the hate and the harassment and the lack of privacy and everything that comes along as a trade-off for the fame and fortune that I'm giving. And like, I made it through without you barely hurting my character. And like, let's just heart it. Let's, you know what, I'm going to like these comments, you know, because you keep fueling me. You keep giving me money. It's like when Renee Rapp said that the heartbreak that brought her in the kitchen basically bought her first house. She's like, yeah. And she says, heart is like a bird, come heal it where it hurts. She's like, listen, you know what, I'm going to have a good time. Like, I'm going to make something off of all of your discretions. And then the pre-chorus is, your imagination got me going viral. Life's a stimulation, got me in a spiral. 24/7, more like 25/8. Honestly, are you okay? It's basically like when Ariana said, was it in Hampstead or something like that? But you know what, Ariana, she true story and stuff like that, like in Yes and stuff, kind of addressing like, you okay? Like, you okay? Because it seems like you're spending a lot of time stewing over these emotions and caring about people who don't know you and aren't going to acknowledge you. Like, what's going on? It's like it's consuming your life. Like, yeah. Which song was it by Ariana's? There's a song where she has a lyric that really perfectly relates to this. Oh well, and then we hop back into the chorus. I mean, I love the production. The beat is pretty cool. So, I mean, sometimes when you get into these lyrics, because K-pop loves a bit of camp, sometimes it's like, is it built on lyricism? Not necessarily. But the production really does lead to the performance, which K-pop excels in. And as a production girly, I do enjoy it. I will say one thing about the production. It kind of stays on that one level the entire time. So if they had like, which they kind of at the end have a bit of a beat drop, which I'm sure is a dance moment. If they took a moment in between maybe verse 3 and the next chorus or something, where they added in like a instrumental like dance break sort of situation where they really took it somewhere different, I think it would have been pretty cool. But I feel like that's just nitpicky. Verse 2 says, never off duty, taking a beating. I keep on cheesing, looks are deceiving. Act like you knew me, know me, flapping your lips, foaming. I just keep on going, too beautiful to be broken. It's basically, she said, I'm never off duty. You know, like that model off duty look? It's like model off duty, but they're never off duty because they're always going to be serving a look. They're always dressing to impress the paparazzi. She's like, you keep talking, but I keep on going just like nothing. It's like, you seem to like to talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk, which is what I get to go over here and do. And then verse 3 is the cat's eye verse. I'm just trying to stay me, dance a little crazy, but now I am iconic from how much you fucking hate me. Oh, the girlies. See, cat's eyes are the girls that are allowed to cuss, because of course. Snap my neck 360, demanding me in 5D. Do this for the dream, nah, not just for the bag. She said demanding me in 5D. It's like somehow we 5D we haven't even gotten to yet. 4D is just barely here. It's like you demand a lot from me, but I'm doing it for the dream because this is all I've ever wanted. But the bag is nice though, and I'm so grateful. I'm getting kind of spiritual. Been to hell and back. Let him judge me. Crucible. Okay. She said, listen, I'm doing it for the dream, but the money's kind of nice, and like it's at this point, like, you can't bring my spirit down. Like, I've been crucified before, and the whole crucible, like the witch hunt situation, I understand. And then the only thing they added on is after the end of the pre-chorus, they added, your digital footprint is looking so insane, which I think Lara says that. And like, yeah, good for them. I don't know if there's a lot more to say about this. I do think I will say that in terms of like, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, Cat's Eye really got a huge chunk in verse 3 versus the other groups. But I feel like the other groups took over mostly the choruses and the pre-choruses and all that. So, oh well. But I'm curious to see how the music video shakes out because I'm sure there'll be an awesome like performance to go along with it. So let's go ahead and watch the music video. So all I can tell is dystopian society, someone is on a heist or a jailbreak, and that's where we're at. So, which makes sense, because a lot of the visuals have things on fire. I mean, they all look good. I will say the green screen CGI that's going on here is a bit questionable, but it is fun. Okay, are they playing on that life is a simulation thing? Because with the first verse, they're like grave. So they're basically, I don't know, it kind of feels like they're in a bit of a video game situation. The police cars are a thorough line. Yeah. I will say to the people in the comments down below who are more familiar with Le Seraphim and Illit, since I'm not as familiar with their work, let me know what should I be listening to. Like, what's on the docket. Because right now, the visuals and the performance they're giving is quite iconic. How many times am I going to say iconic in this video? But so far, it's very fun. It's very entertaining. I am curious, like, how they organize this big shoot with these. They had to use all that CGI because they could not afford any practical sets given the fact that, you know, they had to pay all 15 girlies. I'm just gonna say that cleanliness is next to godliness thing behind the cat's eye girlies. I feel like is apt because they are K-pop trained. However, they have a very Western sensibility about themselves, and that they dress a little more scandalous, or they're young women who like to cuss. There's openly queer women on here. There's women who are open about their sexuality and like who they are and stuff like that. And like, you know, I'm sure they've gotten a lot of hate, particularly from people, about the way they do things. So cleanliness next to godliness is also like a commentary on pop stars and women in the world, like women in the pop star world, of like, you, if you're not clean, if you're not this particular example of like this God-fearing like woman, you're just not quite. I love what they did there. I will say in terms of outfits, I think the girlies, I think Illid are those the girlies, the 4 group, or is they the 5 group? I'm not sure. The girlies in the blue and white gingham, love that. Those are my favorites so far. All I'm gonna say is we're not in Kansas anymore. That is exactly what that cornfield visual gave me. They have to be trapped in some sort of like VR simulation. That has to be the whole theme of the video, right? Like the police are watching. Either they're out here just destroying the world, and that is the whole concept of the video, and the police just have to watch on and everything. But they have to be, you know, there's a Netflix show that is pretty interesting of like, it's an animated show. You don't realize for the first season that everything you're watching happening until the end of it is just these teenagers who are trapped in a VR simulation. Okay. And I will say them roasting the marshmallows over the fire there is basically like, out here the world is burning, and like the world are just having a grand old time trying to burn these girls down and take them down, and they're just feeding themselves, because everything that you feed to the algorithm feeds their pockets and feeds their fame and fortune, and that there is an iconic visual. You know what? Yeah, I don't know if I'm on the side of the internet that like this was not it, like this was not worth it. I think it's fun. Do I think it's the best thing that has ever hit my screen? Is it the best collaboration I've ever seen? No. I still stand, if I'm going to talk like K-pop and collaborations, Lisa with Born Again featuring Doja Cat and Ray, that was pretty great. I really love that one. But this overall, I think for everything that they were having to bring together, was pretty cool. Like they pulled it off, I think. I'm curious. I know they've done a live performance of it, which I kind of want to watch now to see how that works out with all 15 of them on stage, because I'm still wrapping my head around having a girl group that's more than like 3 or 4 people, since, you know, I'm a little mixed girly till the day I die. But hey, and also, Huntrix. I didn't know, I forgot that I was filming this day when I put this on, but hey. But let me know what you thought of the song. What did you think of the visual? Do you think we're going to go down this rabbit hole of these really epic, iconic group collaborations in the future? Or would you rather us stay away from it from here on out? And I'll see y'all in the next one.